So let's do some confessions. God, the devil, heaven, hell. I'm talking about form. I'm talking about content.
I'm not talking about my wife, Harding. I'm talking about my life.
Let's see. First confession. Let's go with Chris Stanley. Chris Stanley? Let's give us all a confession.
All right, this one's pretty ashamed of this.
Oh, good. Love the shame.
In high school, no, this started in junior high. I had a dial-up modem, and
Oh, that is something to be ashamed of.
I liked pornography
No.
and masturbating, and I couldn't get video porn or whatever, barely get fucking pictures.
Right.
So I found myself getting into fan fiction porn,
Oh, God.
and I would masturbate to X-Men fan fiction porn, and I had forgotten about it. And it's some of the saddest shit I think back at myself. And this probably continued into high school, where I was reading and jerking off. The X-Men characters fucking.
The guys?
No, not the
Were
guys.
you jacking up the
Yeah.
Wolverine?
No.
Beast?
So just reading the story would do it for you?
Yeah, I'm fucked in the head.
So you would read a story about Wolverine fucking, I don't know, I'm going to guess Weather Girl. I don't know what her name is.
Yeah, Weather Girl.
Storm.
Look out, Weather Girl. I'm going to come in your ass.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
yours is definitely humiliating,
Yeah.
but it also took place at a young time in your life. Do you feel better getting the confession off?
A little bit, yeah.
All right, go with the God. 866-Ron-Zero-Fez. 866-Ron-Zero-Fez doing confessions. Now I got Fez or Dave. Let me go with Dave first.
Okay.
Only because I know yours and I don't know Fez's, but you wrote down something to me on a card yesterday that you wanted to confess.
Yeah, I guess. It's
Did you
about
already
time.
alert the family to this?
My wife knows about it.
She's known about it for some time?
Yes.
Okay.
So, went to Fordham in the Bronx, New York, 19 years old.
Wait, is this the whole one was a lie? Is that the confession? That would be great if it was.
No, it's not that. So I was very drunk, extremely drunk, and I...
Oh, is that the excuse?
No, it's not. And I tried to get home. I made a wrong turn out of the bar, and if people know the layout of the bars in Fordham, if you make one wrong turn, you're officially in the South Bronx.
Yeah, it's a tough neighborhood.
You're not in the right place. So I was lost. I was scared. I saw this woman on the street, a little, older, early 40s, and I was asking, can you help me? Can you give me directions? She said, okay, yeah, I'll help you. I'll walk you to Fordham Road. You could probably find your way from there. But as we were walking, she said, here, come in this alley, and I'll jerk you off. And I go, okay, I'll do it.
So you're on foot this whole time, right?
Yeah, I'm on foot, and I go, oh, that sounds good, and all right, I'm 19, and all right, she wasn't good looking, she was, but whatever, I'm 19, and I can get jerked off by a chick, so she starts jerking me off, and as she's jerking me off, she pulled her cock out, and started jerking himself off. It was a transvestite, and he was jerking me off and jerking himself off at the same time.
Talented woman.
It was a man.
What did you do when you saw the penis?
I'd like to say that I put it back, but I thought I was close to orgasm, so I kept letting the transvestite jerk me off. Now, like I said, I was drunk, and this is where it comes into play. I was close, but I could not actually jizz, and the transvestite did jizz.
On you?
On my pants. On my pants and my stomach a little bit. Didn't hit my cock, but came all over me.
Thank God.
So
you had a gay experience.
He came all over me, and I still didn't jizz, and I pulled my pants up and said, this was bad.
Now,
and I walked home.
Now, why...
and I've something I've thought maybe I should share and then didn't, and confessions is here, so whatever.
Did you pay for this?
Better. No, I didn't. I'll say something even weirder after I didn't jizz. The man's like, you want 13-year-old pussy? You want 14-year-old pussy? I'm like, no, I'm freaked out enough. This is one of the scariest moments of my life.
Was this over coffee? You sat down and had a cup of coffee?
No, it wasn't. No, it was all a good 15 minutes. It was, we were walking for about 10 minutes into the alley, 5 minutes. I couldn't. The man came all over me. The transvestite, I should say.
Do you know how much it annoys me that you've had more experiences than Fez? Do you know how bad that fucking bugs me?
Yeah, I guess you could file this next to the sword fighting with Rob in 2nd grade.
No, this is a man
I
jerking.
didn't know. I did not know.
You saw the dick come out. You stayed and let him come on you.
Because I wanted
That's
to
a gay fucking experience.
Right. I wanted to come. I wanted to jizz.
Yes, wanting to jizz and not caring whether it was a man or a woman is a gay experience.
But let me just say this. I thought it was a woman, yes. Then when he pulled his cock out, it was awful. But I still had an erection. And
well, probably even bigger and harder.
No, it wasn't. And I thought it was close. But it was just the worst experience, one of the worst experiences of my life when he actually came on me and I still hadn't jizzed and then tried to lure me into doing fucking, like, basically committing statutory rape. I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. This was one of the bigger devil mistakes of my life.
And blame this one on the devil.
Absolutely. And that's actually probably where I started to cultivate my theory.
Well, you would have cultivated.
I don't think gay thoughts come from the devil.
This was Fez. This was a hellish moment for me. I'm glad it's off my chest. And
well, it was off your chest and on your pants.
And I haven't done it since.
Let's bring this up. So Dave is a 19-year-older.
Yeah.
Let a transvestite masturbate him while he watched the transvestite masturbate. Then that transvestite came on him.
Right.
Now,
and then I didn't come.
You said you've already talked this over with your wife.
Yes, I did.
Did you tell her before or after the wedding?
After, probably.
And she was understanding?
She thought it was quite disgusting. But it was the past. I was 19.
Right.
I'm in my 30s
like,
now.
Oh, but
I was drunk. It was hand
hey,
jobs.
19.
It wasn't like we were
can jack together, but he don't come at all.
Right. I shouldn't have even signed up for the hand job by a strange woman. Nevertheless. And then the sad thing is I really did think it was a woman. And then after she pulled her cock out, I kind of looked at the face and I saw stubble and stuff.
You fucking knew.
I didn't know. I swear.
It was all there.
I swear to God, I didn't know. I thought it was a woman.
There.
I swear I thought it was a woman.
You're a complete adult.
I swear
in a consenting situation.
I was 19 and I thought it was a woman. It's the first time I was in New York.
Adult?
It's the first time I was living by myself in New York.
You know what I feel sad about is you can't get married in Jersey. That's the part I feel bad about.
I'm not gay.
All right, now Jersey Rich, our friend, wants to confess something that's been bothering him for a long time.
Hey, guys, I got a confession. About 12 years ago, I was in the neighborhood of Fordham University, and I dressed up like a woman and tricked a redheaded retard to jerk off with me in an alley.
All right.
All right, I'm glad both of you have been brought back together here on Love Connection.
Thank you, Richard, for that. No, it was way too old to be Jersey Rich.
Was that the real Jersey? No, it wasn't.
Didn't sound like him to me.
Nate in Maine, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, Ronnie. When I was in like 7th or 8th grade, I snuck into my best friend's laundry room and jerked off all over her mom's underwear.
Who hasn't? That's barely a confession. I did that at Solera's house.
You did that to Solera's underwear?
Yeah.
Were you also breathing them in?
I mean, that's not confession. That's the thing I'm proud of.
Were you breathing them in, too?
Yeah.
Now, was it difficult for you to hang out with her knowing that you did this?
Nope. Not for me.
You don't think about it every time you see her?
No.
Well, I think that's so far less disgusting than your tranny trick.
I know, and that's something I did want to confess, so it feels good to get it off the chest.
And you lied about the hole-in-one.
No, I didn't.
And you got jerked off. Now, why would you sit in here and laugh at Mafia Life Chris for getting masturbated by his buddy?
That was a boy, and he knew it was a boy, and he seemed to enjoy it. This was a woman who I thought, and then it was a fucking crying game on my ass.
You both stayed there and took it.
Nate in North Carolina, you're on my Fez.
Halfway done.
buddies.
Guys.
Yeah.
I'd just like to point out that Dave can't get it up for a chick the first time he's with her, but he can for a guy.
It was a woman when it started jerking me off.
But it's a very good point. You always tell us that you can't keep a hard on the first time you're with a woman.
For sexual intercourse?
But you were able to
not.
do that for this tranny.
Right.
If this tranny would turn around and give you a hairy asshole, you would have fucking plunged it in.
No, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't
You
know.
would want lip dick as you normally do?
Yeah, it's sex that I have the tough time.
I just want to get something straight here. Who was the president when this happened? We talking Clinton years?
Definitely Bill Clinton, definitely. Because I was
What an
actually
embarrassing
excuse
presidency
me,
that man had.
I was 18, not 19. I was 18, not 19.
That ruins the whole Hey 19 song that I was enjoying so much.
Because it was like a week into me going to Fordham. It was like a week in.
Doesn't this make fucking Peppers jerking off to Wolverine thing look like nothing?
Yeah, I'm an asshole, I guess.
Yeah. You better go back and do something ridiculous.
This woman sort of looked like Storm with the cock.
You know, I always think that you're lying about things.
Right.
But then I'm going, why would you? Why would you make up this story?
I gave you this note that we said we could love it or leave it yesterday. Do you want to say it on the air or not? But this is the story. This is
the truth.
Yep. Just like the hole-in-one. This is it. Period.
Oh, this was supposed to prove that the hole-in-one actually happened?
Yeah, because it was supposed to say that I have a lot more. I still have more stories that I haven't shared with the Ron Fez show.
I'm going to believe you. I'm going to believe you, and
should.
I also now believe the hole-in-one.
You should.
Because the guy's been jerked off by a
swear
fucking
to God,
tranny.
on my
Let
kids.
a tranny come on him.
I swear to God on my kids.
You don't have to.
I know, but I will, and I'm not going to be swearing to God on my kids if I'm fucking lying. That's just not going. That's not going to happen. It's not something I'm proud of. That's why I saved it for confessions. And every time we had confessions, I was like, should I? No, I'm not. I'm too ashamed.
Yeah.
I'm even too ashamed.
Even for you.
But this is good. It's getting the albatross off my neck.
All right, let's go to Fez Watley for his confession.
All right, mine has nothing to do with jerking off to Cyclops or a consensual adult situation that happened between two people.
I'm going to guess that yours is not sexual.
Mine is not sexual.
You know why I knew that?
Why is that?
Happened to you.
Oh. But mine, this is an obsession that has started with me probably, I'll say maybe 3 years ago.
Ooh, obsession. I like that. Juicy.
Yeah, and I've kind of developed like a foot thing.
We know that.
But even more so, like a toenail, fingernail thing. And what I have done over the past few years is, like, if a toenail got too long, or if I've had one, or a nail that grew in weird looking or something, I have saved it. I have saved it, clipped it, and saved it, and have like a toenail, fingernail collection. I don't know why. I think the first time what happened was a pinky toenail fell off.
Yeah.
And I had it, and I'm like, I'm going to go back and look at this later just to see what this thing looks like. And that has started an obsession with keeping odd or long finger or toenails.
Where are you keeping them?
I have it right here. I keep them in a bag in my dresser.
Now,
but to prove mine, I brought it in.
Well, Dave could bring in a tranny. So for 3 years, you've been collecting your own toenails and fingernails.
Yes.
Are you interested in anybody else's?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go online sometimes and look at, and here's the weird part. It's not pretty feet. It's like damaged feet. Like, I'll go online and look at, like, what toenail fungus looks like. Or an ingrown nail.
Have you told this to your shrink?
No, I haven't even told the shrink that.
Do you think it's a weird thing that you've been getting into? You feel a little weirded out by it?
I think it's very weird because, A, I don't think it's, even a foot fetish, I would say, is sexual. this doesn't feel sexual.
Well, it doesn't feel sexual because it happened to you.
But why? And me, I'm a kind of a clean freak. Why grody, calloused, ugly feet and nails?
All right, let's. I don't know if I want to see this. Do you want to see his old toenails?
I'd like to.
I probably have. I think it's not like I keep every nail.
Do you want my old nails? Do you want me to start giving them to you?
Only if they're like long.
Oh, I'll let them all grow long, and you can have a lot of fun with it.
It's like some of the long ones I have kept. I haven't kept all of them, so I probably have about maybe 50, 60 nails, I think.
All right, this shocks me, and I will say this. I mean, I've known Fez for a long time. Obviously, we talk every single day at length. 4 hours a day is the minimum. And then sometimes we talk about his problems. You've never brought up that you have a collection of 50 or 60 of your own fingernails. Is there a weird feeling, like almost like a guilt feeling about...
it feels disgusting and gross and horrible. Mm-hmm. It feels just awful. But I still, transfer them to my baggie.
If somebody would have said to me, Fez died yesterday, and we're cleaning out his apartment, why would he have 60 toenails in a baggie in his house? I would have said, you're a liar. He doesn't. And I know everybody's like, oh, what are they doing for the show? I can fucking guarantee you this is not a bit, because obviously this isn't funny.
No.
If anything, it borders on slightly sad. And I don't mean it's sad because he's doing this, but because actually that the sad part of it is that you don't want to do this, and there's a certain amount of shame tied in with it.
There's an absolute humiliation in this confession.
Here's Chris in California. You're on Fez.
Ronnie B, I got to be honest, buddy. I've been listening to you guys for many, many years, and I love Fezzy, but this is... I mean, like you just said, I mean, I was really hoping that this was a work, but I mean, that's so disturbing. That's like really serious pathology going on. I mean, I'm really freaked out and scared for Fezzy, buddy.
Well, it's a strange thing, and obviously anybody who's listened to the show for years knows that, I went through this period of anything you need, Fez, and then I fell into a frustrating period. Almost where, please don't bring it up to me again. I'm tired. Just get better. And I'm not proud of that, but it is what it is. I don't try to fucking hide and say, oh, Ronnie B's a saint. I can't be a fucking saint. But now to hear this, that in some kind of crazy way, he's saving all of his nails, at a certain point, I have to even say to myself, he's fucking batshit.
It feels batshit.
It's like 7, almost.
I mean, obviously...
I haven't collected a head.
Yeah,
It's almost as bad.
I mean, if he owned movie studios and the Vegas Strip, obviously I would put up with his crazy fucking behavior. You know what I mean? I'd let him walk around in tissue fucking boxes on his feet. I'd let him save his nails. But he's not that valuable. He's not valuable to put up with enough of this fucking just craziness. You don't know why you do it.
No, I don't understand. And it's not like I go and, like I said with the first one, I'll go back and look at that, so I saved it. It's not like I go back and break out the collection like it's a book of stamps and say, oh, here's one from 2006 that I'm really proud of.
I have a feeling...
It's just a collection.
Well, here's what it is, Fezzy, and I think that your shrink might agree. There are certain people that they get afraid to throw things away because they think it's them. And that's the fucking people who save their hair, their nails, and then finally, of course, their piss and their shit. I mean, what... I'm not a fucking shrink, but obviously this stuff has showed up before as textbook. And I think a lot of it is that you don't know who you are. You just have no idea who you are, and you're afraid that maybe it's in your fucking nails. That's just me guessing.
Uh-huh. I had never heard the thing of people saving, for that reason. Because they're afraid to throw out part of themselves.
Jeff in Rochester, you're on Fez.
Yeah, hey, Ronnie, please accept my condolences. You have to work with some of the wackiest motherfuckers I've ever heard of.
Well, again, and I'm not fucking defending myself ever, but I get fucking emails, obviously, that say, oh, you're too hard on Fez, or why don't you protect Fez from Dave and Pepper? I'm exhausted. I'm not fucking lying to you about it. I'm not proud to say that, but a feeling of exhaustion hit me a couple years ago, and I thought, well, I'll shake this. I can't. And, like, sometimes you will read in the fucking paper about a guy who's been taking care of his grandmother for years and years and years, and he does everything, and then one day he just looks at her, and he beats her to death with a fucking hammer. And I don't think I'm going to beat Fez to death with a hammer, but I absolutely identify with the people who have finally said, I can't take it anymore. You find out your partner is keeping a baggie of his toenails and fingernails. I mean, that's not even like a little nutty.
Yeah, it's insane.
Here's what I'm afraid to do. To look for the bag of nails. I kind of want to pretend this is a fucking character. And I mean, here Dave has admitted to us that he jerked off with a transvestite and let the transvestite come on him. And he's not the one that we're concerned about right now.
Yes! Thank God for the nails. Whew. I'm glad Fez went last.
I don't know whether you had a head accident or something, Fez. Keith, San Francisco, you're on Fez.
Hey, Fezzy, I'm curious to know, are you going to start keeping bottles of urine like Howard Hughes did as well?
I don't plan on it. I mean, but I mean, here's the thing. Am I doing anything any less gross?
No. That is very disgusting, though, to keep your toenails, my man.
Yes, I agree. That's why I wanted to confess it.
But why didn't you confess it to your shrink? Why didn't you say it when you went to the nut hut?
It was...
Why aren't you fucking getting the help you need?
It seemed like on the list of problems, it seemed so far down, and it wasn't anything that was interfering with anything else. I mean, it really wasn't. I mean, it wasn't even distressing me to put another nail clipping in the bag.
But you can't not do it.
But I can't not do it.
Here's Brad in Orlando. You're on Fez.
Hey, Ron, do you feel like maybe Gilbert Grape, like What's Eating Ron Bennington?
I will eventually light the house on fire, and then me and my retarded brother will get in a car with a hot chick and her mom. That's the only way I can end this fucking show. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, I'm listening to Fezzy talk about this, and the first thing that comes to mind is that Showtime show Dexter, where the guy keeps the little slides of blood of his victims. See ya.
And we know that those slides are going to be Dexter's downfall. Which, by the way, he's been a guest on our show before.
Michael C. Hall.
And admitted yesterday that he's been, hopefully and so far, successfully battling cancer. So good luck to him. Which always fucks you up, because when the guy came in here, picture of health.
Oh, yeah.
Just picture of health.
Handsome man.
Wow, you went out of your way to say that, didn't you, tranny lover?
It's a mistake.
You missed the alley.
Because I got news for you. The tranny thing, a street tranny too, it's just dirty. Look at me. Dirty.
Well,
I'm going to jerk off with a tranny in the alley.
Yeah.
You're lucky there's a bag of fucking nails somewhere under that fucking board
so happy
that I'm afraid to see. That I'm petrified to see.
I sort of want to see the nails.
We have to see the nails. I don't want to. I'm going to tell you this.
Well, the only reason I brought him in was to show that this isn't some sort of hole-in-one story.
I understand. I give you credit for that. Should I quit?
I don't know.
Is this thing done?
It's got to be an option.
This is a step in maybe that direction.
Yeah,
I don't.
I think
there's
it
a bag
is.
of fucking old nails.
I mean, the nails
underneath the fucking console.
I can't help this. Obviously, whatever fucking friendship and love I had for him wasn't enough. And it's come to this kind of stuff, one thing after another.
I'm still me. I just have a bag of nails.
Do you ever play with the nails?
No, usually once they go in the bag, that's about it.
You just look at them?
Yeah.
You just can't bear to let them go.
Jiggle the bag around.
Ryan, you're on Running Fez.
Yeah, Ron, you might want to consider that retirement and just move far the fuck away, because it's going to be a murder-suicide in the near future of Fez up there.
Can I tell you, when Fez finally comes at me with a hatchet, the relief I'm going to fucking feel that it's over. That this fucking death march that I once called a career is over. It'll be fucking fantastic. Pepper, do you want to see the nails?
Yeah, I think I need to take a look at this bag. Is it a Ziploc bag or is it like a jar?
It's a Ziploc bag.
Oh,
all right.
I mean, there's a lot of nails in it, but, you know.
All right, let's do it, Fez.
All right. Here is the bag of nails from probably the past 3 years, I would say.
The bag of nails.
I mean, nails are only so big. I think there's about 50 in there. It's hard to count. They're little, you know.
There's nothing interesting about these nails. There's no reason.
They're long.
To keep them.
They're curvy.
You can hear it at home.
Yeah, it's serial killer time.
I'm not collecting other people's nails.
Yet.
You're a nail away.
And I will just say, I'm oddly, and I didn't think that you could shock me. This is very strange.
It's totally strange.
Brian, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Fezzy, my question is, what possessed you to actually start putting the nails in the bag in the first place?
Like I said, I had one that fell off, and I kept it to look at it later, and then just started keeping them after that.
Like a whole nail fell off?
Yeah, like on a pinky toe.
And then you just started keeping the rest?
Right, yeah.
It's time to pull the trigger on those, man. You got to throw them out and stop doing that shit.
It's awful, isn't it?
It's terrible and it's disgusting.
I guess I have nothing to say. Here is Richie. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mr. B. I was going to ask Fezzy, how he felt about keeping those nails, and the fact that he feels shitty about it is obviously the problem with his personality. He said that he didn't think it was a big deal, that he was keeping the nails and it wasn't presenting a problem. The problem is, obviously, he must feel like an absolute nut. I imagine you do. But I was going to say something else, which is, you ever see the assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford?
Sure.
Yeah, well, remember the scene where he goes up and he sets his guns down and he goes and adjusts the picture frame? He knows the guy's going to kill him.
Yeah.
To take the hatchet, set it on the chair, and like you're going over and adjusting a picture frame and just let it happen.
Yeah, let it happen.
Let it happen.
I'll tell you, peaceful death right now. Peaceful death. Because I am not even fucking making this up. If I found out that I had some kind of brain tumor or some kind of disease where I was going to die, and this is a complete shoot, I'd make sure I killed Fez first. Because I would worry too much what's going to happen to you on the planet Earth unless I'm here. I'd rather just put you down. Or else the cats are going to end up eating you. The nails are here. We're going to take a break. Bess, thanks for bringing these in.
Oh, no problem.
I guess take a picture and we'll put it up on 202 Friends Twitter.
Sure.
I'll try to get them all here in the corner.
I'll get Fez maybe.
And these are all toenails, huh, Fez?
Yeah, there's some fingernails, mostly toenails. Yep.
Fez, and you said you've been developing somewhat of a foot thing.
Yeah, an obsession with toenails.
Jesus. We'll take a break. We'll be back with... here's Twisted Art. You're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, guys. I listened to your show yesterday, and last night I went online to Yahoo Answers, and their homepage has 3 or 4 questions that they consider interesting. And one of the dang questions was, why do Hasidic Jewish women have to take home their toenail clippings from the nail salon when they get a pedicure? And I cracked up because that's what you were, talking to Fez about yesterday.
Well, did they give a reason?
Actually, I didn't research the answer.
I couldn't be more fucking curious. And it's not just because I work with a Hasidic woman.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm not Jewish.
No, of course not. But, you never know. There's something going on there. I just thought it was
fucked
a
up.
great coincidence.
Let me read off just some of the comments that came in to 202 Friends. And if you go over to 202 Friends on the Twitter, you will see Fez's bag of nails that he saves. Again, total shoot. And I heard from just about everybody, Fez.
Uh-huh.
And they said not only was it disturbing to hear that you do that, but that you picked up a confidence as Dave, Pepper, and I lost energy just looking at this, that your mood was as high as it's been in some time.
I think a lot of it, too, had to do with finally telling somebody that I do this.
No, I think it is because you could finally say, look, I'm crazier than you even think. And both my kids got calls about it from people saying, hey, your Auntie Fez is a fucking nut.
It was scary.
Because I, of course, said no. They're 3 and 5. I didn't want to bother them with this.
They have cell phones?
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
Those fucking kids are rolling right now.
2010. Pepper.
Let me just read some of the things people said. I actually gagged. Oh, dear Christ. This is disgusting. Something is seriously wrong with Fez. He's mentally deranged. Oh, shit, Fez. If you weren't so loved, you'd be a creep. I wonder if Fez has any other collections, like, say, dead bodies. I see Fez's boomerang collection, but where are the nails? I like that one.
It was a close-up.
He is crazy, batshit crazy. Put him down. Well, I really think it's time to tell the shrink about this. Just cut this out, Fez. I like listening to the show, and I don't want to see you go postal. Congrats, Dave. You're one step closer to the Ron and Dave show. That will be Ron with Dave. I'm never going to make that fucking mistake again. Yeah, gets those Frito corn chip nails Anthony talks about. There goes a lunch I'll never get back. Nice bag of foot fungus, you sick bastard. That fucking shrink is a thief. True. Fez, you're one step closer to smothering McMurphy with a pillow. Those toenails look sharper than Fez's wit. Fez is truly disturbed. Can you imagine the smell of that baggie? Someone offered Dave the dope a C-note to chew on one. I wouldn't do that, and people were begging me to do that yesterday.
See, and I'm the sick one.
That's it. I'm done. Fucking blick. I don't want you talking to my kids either, fruitcake. Oh, yeah, that's why the lady got mad at you. I bet Monday he'll be wearing a fat girlskin coat. Are those nacho cheese or Cool Ranch? What compounds the lunacy is here we all want to know that this wasn't the secret. Pick number 1 in the new book, Black Sock Coalition. That's pretty witty. Somewhere, Watley has a catch-a-rag collection. Oh, I can't imagine the... Oh, no, I'm not going to read that one either. This one just says doo-doo pee-pee. These are terrible.
Nothing supporting me.
I think these are the supportive ones. Having your ass squirted out by your dad can lead to, why not just stick to punching retards, you fucking freak. Unbelievable. How Ron can even look you in your faggoty face is a miracle in itself. No wonder your cat hates you. Run, Skippy. Yes, these are the supportive ones. These are the supportive ones. Andy Cleveland, you're on Fez.
I think I have a solution for the toenail thing.
Yeah.
We're going to turn it into the skit, and we're going to go full-out hippie on this. Fez, you're going to take the toenails, you're going to get yourself a nice potted plant, you're going to mix the toenails up with the topsoil, use it for like a compost, and that way you can think of it as plant food, and you have a nice little green pet.
See, I don't think they're decomposing.
Here's Jeff in Pittsburgh. You're on Fez.
Yeah, with regard to why the Hasidic women take their fingernail and toenail home, there's a reference in the Talmud that if they leave them on the ground and someone steps on them, that it will cause a pregnant woman to miscarriage. So maybe Fez is worried about having a miscarriage or...
There you go. A helpful hint for a helpful tip there for a lot of you Hasidic women. You don't want a miscarriage. Keep the nails at home.
I wish my wife had heeded that nail advice.
You ought to make her wear a wig, though. Shave her head and make her wear a wig like the Hasids.
She apparently was sprinkling nails all over the place, like she was Johnny Appleseed.
You were telling me before you prayed for a miscarriage. You glad that prayer didn't come answered?
I didn't say it in those such words, you know. I thought we were talking just friend to friend.
I see. Just wanted to keep that one between us, huh?
That was the goal.
In the vault, as they used to say on the old Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Say I fucked
Don't
up.
give her schnapps, though, Ron. Don't give that Elaine schnapps. Peppermint, to be exact.
There was a schnapps. That's why nobody understood you or laughed. It's schnapps. It's not schnapps.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's how we pronounce. My mom always pronounces it. Give
I'm
me the
sure
schnapps.
your mom's retarded.
With her Caesar
she's
haircut.
not. She listens. My grandma used to say the same thing. David, can you pour me some schnapps?
Yes, you're 3 generations of fucking idiots. So what?
Oh. I hope you didn't hear that in heaven, Grandma.
They don't have radios in hell. They would melt where your grandmother is.
No. I would toast 2012, but the world's going to be over.
Work today?
I got the shrink.
You taking a bag of toenails to her?
Tell her to fuck off.
I'm going to tell her all about the toenails.
Why?
Well, now that I've talked to you guys about it, I'm going to bring it up in therapy.
So it took us to show you that collecting toenails is bizarre behavior.
I knew it was bizarre, but I had other pressing things.
Like what?
Just any
your fucking elbow skin?
I don't collect my elbow skin.
Oh, that's nuts, right? It's nuts to collect your elbow skin.
I wouldn't have the room to store it.
Emails, we get emails.
And now, Ron and Fez, the show of the future, brings you...
Electronic mail. Mail sent electronically.
This is one about Dave, and I'm not familiar with this. Can we work on Dave getting rid of the verbal crutch very much? It drives me crazy. And not only is it annoying, it helps him crawl a little further up Ron's ass each day. Ron, I like cigars. Do you guys? Dave. Oh, very much so. Ron, hey Dave, you looking forward to the playoffs? Dave, oh yes, I am very much looking forward to them. He's even infected the wonderful world of Chris Stanley in some part, because I heard him use it the other day. This cancer needs to be stopped now.
Wow.
Were you aware of this, Fez?
I had not heard this verbal crutch. And
This is the kind you should be watching out for this, seeing weaknesses in your nemesis.
And I'm also a verbal crutch person myself.
What do you do?
I do an all right or an okay, I think, before starting a sentence, where it gives me half a beat to think a little bit longer.
Is that why you do it?
All right.
No, there was no reason for it.
And is one of Fez's.
That's
one.
I'm amazed at the verbal crutch that I use, because I don't hear it. And if I go back and listen to something, will be thrown in a billion times. It's ridiculous.
It's like for a normal person, but rather than saying Fez says And as far as me, I'm sorry, but very much cannot be a verbal crutch.
Why not?
Just can't be. First of all, how many times have I said it today? Secondly, very much are two common words. It's like saying, another verbal crutch of mine, the.
No, but if you would say very much so. Do you
very
want
much so, but the guy said very much.
When the answer could be yes, and you're putting out very much so, that's a verbal crutch. Because you're going with 10 times the syllables there.
I think sometimes people get confused that certain people, every single person in the world has a specific way of talking. So that's just one of my ways of talking. That's not crutch, because I haven't even
it can be a verbal crutch if you lean on it too much.
But have I said it today?
But when you do like the poor man's, where
that's
you end up doing
crutch,
quite...
But actually, I think that's like more of like an actual
But you don't
thing.
want to overuse it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well,
so
one of the verbal crutches.
But everybody who's on the air does these type of things. And actually everybody everywhere does them.
Yes.
But you don't listen to people for 4 hours a day. I guarantee you're not listening to your wife for 4 hours a day, no matter who you are out there.
Right. And like when people were saying, things of that nature was my verbal crutch, I cut it out of my dialogue completely. Then some people email me, it was great when you used to say things of that nature. It's like, okay.
You would say things of that nature. So you stopped that?
I've stopped it. You haven't heard me
so?
say it for 2 years. I haven't said it.
Sean, you're on Run Fez.
What's up, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Hey, Dave's verbal crutch is he always goes, period. Period. Fucking girl.
That's the way I talk,
You do.
jerk.
You do
That's
that.
the way I talk. I'm trying to make a point. I am saying...
That's all you do, Dave. That's all you do is go, I agree with you, Ronnie. Period.
No, I don't say
Yeah,
that.
you
after
do.
I
You agree with me
Ron.
quite a bit. You agree with me quite a
First
bit.
of all, yes, I do, Ron.
How come you can't agree with Fez more?
I absolutely do agree with Fez. When I agree with Fez.
Yeah.
I agree with Fez when I
It's
agree with
very
Fez.
rare.
And Fez, how come you never know what we're talking about?
Because I'm kind of stupid.
Really?
I feel like I am. Yeah. When all of a sudden I don't know what people are talking about, yeah, I feel very stupid.
Well, give me some examples of times that you don't know what we're talking about.
It's like all of a sudden I can give you an example this way.
Okay.
It's where I'll say something and then you guys will say, like Dave will say, yeah, that's what we were just talking about. And it's like, I'm thinking, well, I just thought it. It doesn't seem like I didn't think like I'm repeating it.
Well, do you remember a time that you said that?
It was something. I know it was something with some sport. I think it was baseball and Roberto Alomar spitting or something like that.
Well, you will have a tendency to do this sometimes. It's like if somebody brings up soup, you'll go like this. Soup comes in a bowl, and you put a spoon in it. So instead of just like adding to and saying like, okay, let's take the conversation here, sometimes it be like if you do understand something, you want to let everybody know that you do understand it. And you'll just bring up something that's just like, not even like a backstory, but just letting on, I understand. And we do laugh about that sometimes.
It's it's a lot of times it's like I don't understand.
Because a lot of times you say stuff and you almost have to say, you are correct. You do eat it with a spoon and it does come in a bowl.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times is my verbal crutch as well.
Rob in New York, you're on Fez.
Yeah, Fez, you say I mean all the time.
start off almost every sentence with it.
Yeah, he does have a kind of an I mean thing. But you can't sit around and worry about this stuff, as you'll drive yourself crazy.
Well, there's too many of them, and I do worry about them.
Why do you worry about them?
Because it doesn't sound right.
Well, just describe right.
It doesn't sound professional.
See how the Jack makes him feel comfortable? You weren't comfortable for 3 hours. And then you have a glass of Jack and you're ready to discuss things. Ron, I'm ready to discuss some things.
Let's talk
about a crutch.
Well, why not? Yeah, maybe you should be drinking and taking pills before every show.
Crutch it up.
Crutch it up. But get your fucking crutch. Lord knows you got a bad heel. You fucking stopped on a pop top. You blew out your flip flop.
That's right.
So what makes you angry about that, Fez? That you get angry with yourself?
Oh, yeah, because it's something that at this point I shouldn't be doing. There shouldn't be there shouldn't be, 8 I means in a sentence, 5 you knows in a sentence. It frustrates me. It's frustrating.
Why don't we get a dollar jar, and every time you do it, you have to put $1 in it. And on Friday, that's drinking money.
Oh, yes. And he said 4 you knows in that sentence.
We'd all be drinking Dom.
Well, until you get your fucking handle on it.
But is there a difference?
You down with that?
Yeah.
I'll do the jar.
There is also, though, a difference between a verbal crutch and sort of, someone might have a few signature phrases, right?
Max, in Atlanta, you're on Run Fest.
I'm going to say right.
I know you're worried about Fezzi worrying too much or he'll go crazy, but I thought you guys had said he had already gone crazy.
Well, yeah, there is all kinds of levels of craziness. I mean, yesterday we did find out that Fez is insane in a way that we did not know. Normally, Fez doing what he's doing now, which is, let me beat up myself in public so you guys say no, no, no to me. That is something that he does. We're used to this, where he starts to act like, I know I'm stupid, so that we go, no, Fezzy, you're not stupid. Or the I'm scared bit, or the I'm sad bit. We expect him to bounce back from that. Without telling anybody, I'm collecting my toenails and staring at them. That's a different kind of crazy.
That's just the sick, disturbing kind.
Is it different, or is it a higher level?
What
is it that you want it to be? Higher level. It has to be something for you to bring it into us.
To me, it has to be... I don't want it to be a higher level of crazy. I think it's just a quirky thing.
No, it's fucking bad shit.
Really? Mm-hmm. Beyond quirky.
It's not quirky.
It's a deeply higher level.
I told you, both my kids came to me concerned about it. And they brought up basically the people who don't know who they are stuff, saving their fucking hair and jars of urine and shit.
That's amazing.
It's in the same fucking thing of that.
And I mean, people brought up yesterday, I don't see the difference between Howard Hughes and Fez in terms of he had collected piss in a jar and Fez collects toenails.
Right.
I mean, just collecting toenails and keeping them in a baggie, and then where did you even store the baggie?
In a drawer.
See, that's just fucking bonkers.
He can't wait to see it. He's got to get out and fucking set them all up on a little mat.
But it's what's in the drawer? A loaf of bread?
What's in the drawer, Fez? What's in the drawer?
You don't want to do this.
Give me your gun right now.
I don't blame Brad Pitt.
No. He had to do it.
He had to do it. Morgan Freeman could have been a little bit more, Brad, I'll open the box.
Yeah, he could open the box and went like this. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's nothing in here. This guy's an asshole. He shit in this box.
He could have said it was someone else's head.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He dropped the ball, Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman drops the ball and everything he's fucking in.
Big pussy.
If he's not happy doing voiceover, he won't fucking do it.
Getting screamed at by a white lady all the time, drive her around.
By the way, do you think this is the end of Fez's insanity, or there's more things to come?
new. This is opening up what's going to be a litany of disturbing things and images.
Scratching the surface.
Yeah.
There's got to be some other things in those drawers.
I'm going to be surprised if we don't hear about touching. Maybe not him touching someone. Maybe he was touched. Something.
We've all been waiting for that story, and then we can fucking start on the real work. You know, bad uncle. Obviously, there's a bad uncle. Says he can't remember it, though.
I do not remember ever being touched. I don't remember ever being molested.
Never were cute, huh? Even for a little while in your life.
Always chubby. Bad hairline even as a child.
Stop putting yourself down.
Yeah.
No one has ever
That's impossible.
seen your fucking hairline or noticed it.
It's impossible.
Only you have attacked your hairline.
I didn't even notice about hairline.
Now when you look at it, it's, you know.
Nuts.
See?
It's fucked up.
It's a squiggy.
One side goes this way, the other side goes that way.
It's a Richard Nixon.
What's wrong with that? Nixon was the man.
So was Squiggy.
Squiggy was better.
You like to beat up on yourself a little bit?
Well, it's something I'm used to. It's there. It's like climbing the mountain. It's there.
Just a little bit of whiskey gets him ready to talk, though. Just a little bit.
He went to his shrink last week, blacked out in his annex, and now he's going to go to
show up drunk,
fucking liquored up on whiskey.
With the rest of the bottle of Jack.
Fez, I think you have a substance abuse problem, and that's why you're here.
Why don't you pick up something like that for yourself? Just a regular fucking thing that you can rehab yourself.
Start smoking.
Oh, that would be great. And then you could go upstairs, don't go downstairs with me and Pepper every day. Smoke, talk about people in the building.
What do you talk about?
You know who we talk about.
Who?
Oh, okay. I got that fucking reference. I'm with you. I'm with you there.
That's all we do.
I got to get Fez in. You've been very quiet today, and you were telling me during the commercial break you think you have regressed because of your mom?
Yeah, I think that the big family visit last week was too much. It's I shouldn't have even planned it, I don't think. And, you know, and I worry about things going on around this place and being away from this place for a week.
Well, everybody, we
nervous.
were all away for a week.
I know, but I was just, you know, I don't know exactly what's going on around here.
You haven't said barely a word all day today. Are you attempting to be quiet and try to figure out what's going on around here? Chris, was Thanksgiving difficult for you?
It was a great time. Got some sleep in. Had a couple of bottles of wine. It was nice.
It's not like you.
I cut loose a little bit because it was a week off.
It's not like you to turn to the spirits.
Like a nice Cabernet every now and then.
This has me concerned about Fez going to Florida for December.
If them coming here, where he doesn't have to get on a flight, and he's at his home base, rattles the brain. No.
I've got a prediction.
Okay.
Fez goes to Florida and thinks, staying.
I was going to say murder-suicide, but that's...
No, don't even joke about that, because when it comes up, somebody will say you put it in his head. All right, so that was Chris Stanley.
What?
At, looks about 1:45 on the day that Fez first got the idea of murder-suicide.
I didn't mean that.
You want to think about the world's first suicide murder, where you kill yourself, but then leave some Batman thing, you know, where like there's a candle burning a rope, and then when that's down, then you fall into the shark tank.
That happened in that movie Wanted with Angelina Jolie.
I didn't see that. Was it good?
It was good because they were able to bend bullets, so she...
'Cause I'm wanted.
That song wasn't in the movie. She shot
That's
herself
crazy.
in the head and then bent the bullet to kill a bunch of other people around her.
Why would you give it away? I really wanted to see it.
What, you know, just talking about the suicide murder thing.
Here's Drew, Louisiana. You're on the Run and Fez show.
Hey, Fez, man, you're so worried all the time, man.
Yes.
You're worried for the shoe to drop. Don't worry about it, man. You're out of the show. It's done. It's a done deal. You're out. It's done.
Would that be more comforting?
No, that wouldn't be comforting at all.
You're worried that you're not going to be included in the new plans.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what's happening around here.
Can I tell you this, though? If I was worried that I wasn't going to be included in the new plans, I would not take an afternoon off and be quiet. That would be the craziest thing. You know, it'd be like, Chris, imagine this.
Yeah.
I'm worried about being cut from the New York Giants, so I plan on not getting my getting off the bench this week and not getting my uniform dirty.
I'm just not going to listen to Eli when he calls audibles at the line.
I'll just yell to him, no, someone else can catch it. My mom was here last week.
Don't you get it, Eli?
Does this come across as taunting, Fez? Because it's not mean in that way. But it's just so nutty.
No, it makes sense when I hear it out loud, and I just can't make sense of it in my head.
It's almost 2 o'clock and you've barely spoke today. And to speak, then you're saying you're worried about... What did your mom do to you? Did she hurt you over the weekend?
No, I think it was just exhausting, them all being here, and then just...
Why is it exhausting? It's your family.
To get them around place to place, it was just way too much.
Let's go over to Shane. You're on the Ron and Fez show.
What's up, Ronnie B?
Yeah.
Yeah, if those people, which are probably fairly normal people, did that to Fez, can you imagine what Fez did to them? What they're talking about at home?
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Wow. A lot of swing talk, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there's lots of chatter about that still.
Jerry Barker was very impressed with Willem Dafoe coming in, and then very excited that you played that Pearl Jam song from the movie.
Well, I'm glad Jerry is just so impressed with everything today.
Jerry, remember last year when you explained to us that Seattle's coach was going to be shown to be the college coach that he is? And now we're all pretty well agreed that if we were to call it right now, this is as we're playing now, and it doesn't always happen like this in the playoffs. But as of right now, it's the best team in football.
And all last night, all Gruden was going on about was how Carroll takes fifth and sixth round guys and turns them into amazing, ridiculous cornerbacks, and how he just takes all this young talent and just they become dominating.
Why does Gruden got to try to make Jerry Barker look bad?
I don't know, but I like John Gruden. I like Gruden's gripes.
Mike, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, just wanted to see if there's any update on when you guys are going to get rid of deadweight Fez.
George, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, this is George. I was just saying, at dinner the other night, you said Fez said he was the only one talking. That had to be a pretty quiet dinner, no?
I said it was a very quiet dinner.
Yeah.
My family didn't have much to say when Shelby showed up.
Why didn't you give him a lecture on blueberries?
That would have been very quick.
Not really. Not on our side of it. Even though there's not a lot of words, it's not quick. I can't imagine, I get the fact that you had a bad week last week. When you tell me that, I mean, there's no reason you should have. I just don't know why it's affecting you this week.
I don't know either. It's ridiculous. The relief alone should be enough to lift my spirits.
All right. Here's what... You're mad because these people can't take care of themselves, right? That's what exhausted you.
Right, yeah. That the trip shouldn't have even happened in the first place.
But specifically because they what?
Because they want to come to New York, but they can't handle it getting around.
You don't think that that's me with you all the time? You want to be here, but you can't handle it.
Yeah, I'm seeing the irony.
Well, what's this weekend? What's Friday?
Friday's the
6th?
6th.
I'm going to try to have an announcement to make by the 6th. But as you see, as we're going through this stuff, by not talking today, it's like the worst thing that you could do.
I understand.
All right, as
And I
long as
said
you
it-
understand.
And I still couldn't get myself to do it.
Then if you know that you can't do it, we won't. There's no sense of even debating it. Because only you would be able to tell me, yes, I want to do it, or I can do it. But you're sitting here telling me I can't do it.
No, I'm saying I couldn't get over
Yes.
the thing.
This is what I'm talking about. Whether we keep doing that, just in the week of we're talking about what we're going to do, you're taking a week off on the air after having a vacation. I'm not trying to buzz balls or be mean or anything else. I'm just fucking pointing out. And to me, you saying that you want to go right back down to Florida for even a longer vacation after what you just did? I don't get it. Psycho Bob.
Hey, buddies, how you doing today?
Yeah.
Hey, if Fez decides to retire from the show, does that mean that Chris Stanley has to come out of the closet?
Well, Chris Stanley has always been comfortable with his gayness.
Where the dick at?
See?
Lemon Party. That's like I should just have that. That's on every computer I use. That's the screensaver.
Oh, yeah, Millie Hatchet was the big winner.
I did pitch an idea for we do on the air, Young Lemon Party.
Yes, no one reacted to that.
Take 3 young dudes and then place them in the Lemon Party. I'm sure everyone's aware of what Lemon Party is.
Chad, you're on the Run and Fez show.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Look, Fez, he's acting like an Alabama fan. We should cheer up and jump on the Auburn bandwagon. We've got plenty of room. We'd love to have him.
Well, right now, Auburn is trailing Ohio State. They're number 3, Ohio State's number 2, and it just goes to show you there's nothing shittier than this voting. How could you take the team that knocked off the number 1 team and not at least say that they're number 2?
They're now last for some reason. The BCS rankings are the biggest fucking smoking.
Well, they're not last, right? They're third behind Ohio State. And I know Ohio State, it's rough when you don't play anyone, but
It's almost like waiting at a restaurant for a table. Florida State and Ohio State were sitting there waiting and waiting, and now Alabama moved out of the way, so they just automatically go there instead of using Auburn.
Chower Bench says, I couldn't help but LOL when you predicted Fez would go to Florida and stay. Then right after that, Pepper suggested murder/suicide. You said, I don't want to say that. I don't want to put that thought in his head. I do think that way. I don't want it to ever be confused where the feds come back to me.
Don't worry. They'll never catch me, Ron.
But after what happened today, Fez, you got to admit it makes it a little easier on you to decide what you want to do.
No, it just makes it all the more stressing.
Today was the day you come in here and you fucking wail, right? You took the couple hours off. If I was talking about any topic but you taking off, you'd be quiet again.
Yeah, because I was locking up.
Right.
And I don't know what to say about that.
All right. You listen to other radio shows, right? You've heard O&A.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever Opie say to Ant, I don't know what to say? I know you want me to talk with you, but I don't know what to say. No, I'm not busting balls, but we brought this up more than a few times. Brandon, you're on the Run of Fez show. Brandon.
Oh, hi. Could I get a shirt update on Fez, please?
It's the same shirt. It's the same fucking shirt. I'm not making it up. There's no payoff to it. It's not a joke. There's a button missing now. I'm not saying it's driving me crazy because I'm already there. There's no fucking reason. And by the way, I'm not angry or frustrated like I was before I went away. but this is exactly what I was talking about. And Fez doesn't, even when it brings up, he says, I understand, I get it, I know. There's no kind of, hey, I do this, or you forget about that.
Look, let's just fucking wrap it in firecrackers and just blow the fucking shirt up. I have a bunch of firecrackers.
Why are you wearing the fucking shirt every day, dude? Why? Is it a joke? Is it a gag?
Well, yeah, it's my gay shirt.
Why are you wearing the same shirt every day?
He was wearing it at Thanksgiving, too.
Why are you wearing the same shirt every day? It's funny, right? I don't get it. I know it's got to be a joke, but I don't get it.
It's a joke without a payoff.
I don't know what that means. How is it a joke without a payoff?
So it's like a setup.
Most of the time, by the way, it doesn't come up on the air. Yeah. We don't discuss it. So we go days without bringing up the fact that it's the same shirt.
I guess the first 2 days we were like, oh, that's a nice shirt.
The second day that he wore it back, we laughed.
Yeah.
And then he kept wearing it over and over. You tell us it's a joke without a payoff, right?
Yeah.
What is the setup? What does it mean to wear the same shirt every day?
I started wearing it every day, and then I didn't know how to get out of not wearing it.
What does that mean? You take it off, you put on another shirt. That's all.
You should start like fucking it up a little bit every day. So you just come in, cut the sleeves off.
I don't know how to get out of wearing the same shirt every day. Why aren't the rest of us trapped in this loop? We all go, oh, it's a new day, new shirt.
No, I choose to jump into the same shirt loop.
Steve, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Yeah, hey, Ronnie, can't we do something with Fez, kind of like have him, have a remote broadcast from the house where we just throw it to him every once in a while, and he could broadcast from there so he's comfortable, and then the days that he feels better, he could just come into the studio.
Well, I would like, that might be the thing to do with Fez in Florida, is to send you back down to Florida, right? And we have a mic set up there, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you want to jump in, you can. It might be an idea. Now, that mic won't be connected to anything.
It's wireless, don't worry.
Yes. It won't be connected to a thing. But if you want to talk into it, off you go. James, you're on the Run and Fez show. James.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear my name. Hi, guys.
Hey.
I just want to point out that was a softball. That is, Willem Dafoe is the easiest and the best interview Fez could have possibly found. Have you guys, I'm sure you've seen the Boondock Saints?
Absolutely.
He's a gay FBI agent, and he's laying in bed with his Asian lover. And when the guy says, gee, I thought we were just going to stay in bed and cuddle, Defoe smacked him in the face and said, you fag. So I thought, if Fez can't find something to talk to him about...
I would have thought that Fez was able to say to himself, this is something I want to ask Defoe, was this supposed to be pro-gay or anti-gay? I don't understand. Today would have been the day. Kurt in Houston. Kurt, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey, guys. I just wonder, since Fez is wearing the same shirt every day, is he also wearing the same shit-caked homeless man underwear every day?
Don't say that, Kirk. Don't put that in our minds.
Come on, gay man.
Kirk, don't do that.
Kirky, I don't want to think about poop.
There's no reason to think that it's any different. It's another joke he can't get out of.
It's probably urine stain, too.
Nick, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Guys, when does this show end and a regular radio show start? Because it's enough of this already. I cannot take it. I'm flipping back to channels I haven't listened to in years.
What channels?
I got to listen to NPR.
Oh, what are they doing today? Has somebody written a nice little short story?
No, the guy on WNYC, he's fairly entertaining and smart guy. But I can't listen to the Fez stuff anymore.
I know.
Crazy. It just goes on forever.
When Fez starts to, when we ask him what's going on with him, I have this remote bit, and I'll just, through my phone, I'll just start listening to NPR.
Nice. I didn't know you had that.
Oh, yeah.
I was always wondering, man. I thought maybe you were on a phone call or something.
No, I'm just enjoying other stuff.
The radio show?
Yeah.
Weird.
Ian, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie B., what was the best compliment, if any, that you've gotten from celebrity? Because you are the fucking best interviewer out there.
You know, the thing that comes up all the time is that they turn around and tell me how bad everyone else is. It's not really, it's because most people are so fucking awful that I can get over with most of these guys. James in North Carolina, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey, guys. Happy post-Thanksgiving. Just trying to figure out, Fezzy, a while back you were saving your fingernails and your urine. Buddy, you still hanging on to that, or what the hell did you ever do with it?
I don't have the urine. I still have the toenails.
Are you adding to the collection, or is it just the initial collection you just held on to?
Yeah, when I get a good one, I add to the collection. I brought them with me today. I brought the collection. We mentioned it yesterday.
Would you guesstimate you have a couple pounds, or are we talking like just a few nails?
No, I'd say there's a couple hundred in here.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, let me see. It doesn't look more than the last time you brought it in, though.
Not much more, but still.
You're not doing it every day.
No, not every day.
But I mean,
gotta wait till they get long.
But I don't even think that you're doing every nail since then.
All right, they look like they've aged. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
There's a different color to them. But
this is the exact. Did we take pictures of it last time?
I don't know.
There's definitely more in there. I don't know how much more.
Not really. And this one nail is very dirty, Fez.
Jesus.
You should
Fez.
probably clean before you.
I'll definitely take pictures of this new batch. I don't know if I want to touch it.
Here, have Fez hold it up in front of the sign. Go ahead, get over there, Fez.
Yeah.
Here's Doug. You're on the Run of Fez show.
Ronnie, how are you, buddy?
Good.
Oh, my God. I love the show. I'm almost OCD when it comes to listening. But I swear, dude, you might want to change the name of the show to Fez Has a Problem or What's Up with Fez. It's driving me a little crazy. I'm sorry. Sorry, Fezzy.
It's weird because we haven't mentioned him all day and he was fine with it. But, I don't know. Tom, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, this is Tom from Massachusetts.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, am I on the air?
I guess you are.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was wondering, Fez, I know he's had medication and treatment, medication and therapy, but has his doctor considered, I hate to say it, ECT electric, because if it's really severe and you're about to possibly even lose your vocation, it does help, electric, ECT, electroconvulsive therapy.
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
Why can't you hear it? He's sitting there talking about the type of therapy that you should have, where you get the electric shock. That's come up from your shrink, right?
Yeah, that's come up before.
Why won't you do it?
Well, I went to the Psychiatric Institute to talk about that, and they said they didn't want to do that yet.
Why?
They thought they could try some other things first, so I still have to go get another appointment with them next week.
Oh, good. Good. Stretch it out. George, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Yeah, just wondering if Fez would be interested in taking some, behind the scenes, dealing with the guests and all that, and it'd still be there. He just wouldn't be on the air, and I'm serious about that. I mean, at least you'd still be there.
Would you be willing to do that, Fez?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think I help behind the scenes now, as it is.
But exclusively.
I would still like to be in here with you guys. I'd like to do this job. That's my entire goal.
Right, so behind the scenes. That would be cool, right?
No, I would feel bad about that if I couldn't
Why?
talk at all.
You didn't talk at all today. Did you feel bad up to
Yeah.
then?
Yeah.
You didn't talk until we started to talk about you and your problems. There was all these other topics you never jumped in on. Never did any of your announcing stuff today. Never plugged anything. We never got to the Thanksgiving 10. None of that stuff ever went down. Did you send the picture of his toenails over the iBank?
It's sending. It's sending now.
Now, do you know why you save your nails?
No. I just feel like it's like necessary. Like I'll clip them with even every intention of just like tossing those away. And next thing I know, I start looking at them and then they go in the Ziploc bag.
Do you ever bring that up to your shrink?
I've brought it up to the shrink before, and if I remember right, I mean, I don't bring it up all the time, but if I remember right, it was a thing of, it's something I know that brings me, that there's comfort in keeping it and not losing all of myself.
Michael, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Hey, John in Massachusetts is our good buddy. How you doing, John?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
It's sad for me as a fan to see this thing coming and Fezzi not doing anything to stop or change it. And I hope it's not real because I do still enjoy the Ron, Pepper Hicks, and occasional Fez show. But I don't see anything changing, and it's almost scary as a fan. It's like, but you know, everything comes to an end eventually. But geez, I hope not.
Well, what's the quote this week up on the iBank Fest?
I gotta look at it.
Why?
Saw it
Why wouldn't you know it and live it?
because I saw it yesterday. I saw it when it went up.
Never mind. Hey, Lady Trucker, how you doing?
Woohoo! Am I the one in collar? Did I win Fezzi's nail clippings?
Ugh, that's so disgusting. Let's go over to Tom in Atlanta. You're on the Ron and Fez show.
Ronnie, do me a favor. Just take that bag of nails and throw the son of bitches in the garbage. Show that idiot who's boss.
I'm not throwing out his nails.
Those are
I
his.
don't even want to be part of that. For me, it feel like I was yanking his hair out. Here's Pooter in Arizona.
Ronnie, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to bring up the fact that I don't hear anybody talking about the hoarding thing. I think you guys are missing a great bit in that cleaning up Fezzi's house obviously has to be the start.
Well, you know, the fact that he told us that he doesn't keep his house clean anymore, it's why he wouldn't invite me into it. He didn't have his family stay there. He didn't want his mother to stay. Obviously, he hasn't had Paul O back. I should and will put up the pictures of Fez and his toenails, which seems awful when we're going right off the beautiful Thanksgiving pictures.
That dessert looks fabulous.
Every picture looks great. I really like the family stuff. I really like the kids stuff. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't like to just sit and look at food.
Oh, this first picture from Siplast?
It's making me die for turkey.
Yeah. Look at the char on. Oh, it just looks too damn good.
Are you a skin guy?
Hell yeah.
I'll fight over skin.
You got to.
I'll be in there, yeah. When they start carving, I'm like, do me a favor. Let me see if this is done. Give me a slice. And my dad is like, look, I'm not giving you a piece of the skin. I'll start everybody. I go like this. Give me a piece of that skin or I'm tearing this whole goddamn place out.
At Thanksgiving, you're threatening that?
I wrote out Columbine in my lime beans and just showed it to him.
That skin looks delicious. I just want to fucking strip it off and eat it.
Brian, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Ronnie B, what up? Hey, I wanted to ask you, is Fez allowed to be a part of the interview or
100%. Yeah, Fez started
in the room?
Most of the time he leaves the room all because of one funny comedian, Michael Ian Black, who Fez said something in an interview, and Michael Ian Black says, And like he normally, like he does the thing here, and we all look over at him because you're not suspecting him. But Michael Ian Black went, what is that even supposed to mean? And I'm not kidding when I say this. Fez took 6 weeks off of sanity. Just went into a deep depression. And then one day we saw Michael Ian Black on the street, and we didn't even stop him or anything. And Fez leaped back as if Michael Ian Black was going to hurt him.
Why the fear of Michael Ian Black?
The guest just never understood anything I was saying.
Or the other host. Doesn't understand you. Here's Jim. Jim, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Hey, I was just wondering, what is Fez? I mean, what does he do? You know, like could you get like a bum off the street to come and do his? You know, like does he run the Terrabang or what? Hey, and I got one other question for you too. Whatever happened to Shelby after he got like?
Oh, Shelby? You won't be seeing him anymore. I'll tell you, if you got a letter for him, just hand it to a groundhog. They'll find him. No one gets that joke. He's been buried.
The last time you'll ever see of him is that crazy ass fucking picture.
Covered in Fez jizz.
Yeah. Just rotting somewhere.
They didn't make the finals.
And then he said no. He said that wasn't Fez jizz. It was the quim of Fez's niece.
Whoa.
There was no quimming going on at dinner.
How do you know?
Of.
Did somebody put up a no quimming sign? Danger, no quimming?
What kind of restaurant would do that?
I lost my shades. Oh, hell's breaking loose.
Yeah, Shelby could have gone up in that. I mean, you lost her. She was up at a random dive bar.
She's so cute. Crazy as a loon, huh, Fez?
Oh, yeah.
Denise?
Yeah.
Maybe we could find her a nice boyfriend, ready to settle down. I know that Chris Stanley's talking about getting married.
Wouldn't say getting married.
Why don't you give it a try? Just lie to her until you get your dick sucked and then drop her like there's nothing happening. That's the norm.
I can hear you.
All right. We're going to put the picture up. And I guess we're going to do a caption contest. Because if you can make this kind of horror funny, you deserve the greatest prize in the world. I wish that this was a radio bit. Obviously, we don't do radio bits. It's just speaking to a shrink truth is what we do instead of comedy. But we will do a caption contest. Fez has a bag of his talons, and they're going to be up. That looks like a very fucking thin, what do we say, a little over of an eighth of toenail clippings.
Yeah, maybe 5 grams. Maybe 5 grams.
Okay.
Toenail clippings.
About 5 grams.
Just bring my scale in. I'll weigh him next time.
The weird thing is each toenail is so big.
The thickness of them is...
You know that he waits a pretty long time to cut them.
Oh, how did you even stand having those on your toes? It's nasty, man.
He likes... this way he can hold on to tree branches longer.
Like a sloth. Oh. And the color of these things shows you he's been hoarding them for a long, long time.
Joe was going to say, don't take any shit off anyone, Fez. Nor should you. Ugh.
This belongs in a David Lynch movie.
Fez, that fucking mustache is getting unmanageable. But I will say this, and you can see this happen with Fez's Thanksgiving, that when he came back, you can see the depression in his eyes.
Yeah.
I mean he looks terribly depressed there. It's so pathetic. It looks so defeated. You can't. Seriously, it looks so amazingly defeated.
You look really sad. Like fucking.
Do I? I thought I actually looked good in that picture.
I don't know.
Other than the bag of toenails next to my head.
You don't think that you look like sad and beat down there?
It's almost like a 1,000-yard stare a little bit.
Yeah.
Just like, here are my toenails.
Sharon in Maine, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hi, I like to say this to Chris. Chris, when I first started listening to the show, you used to come in and brag about you being drunk and high and having a hangover and everything else.
Yeah,
You used to pick on, now you're picking on Fez.
Yeah.
How can you sit there and pick on Fez when, you're doing the same thing, but now that Ron don't know what he wants to do, you sure want to kiss Ron's ass.
He does kiss my ass quite a bit.
Now, what?
You fucking do, dude.
What are the same things
You
I do as Fez? Hey, let's
I
address
can't
that
stand
first.
it most of the time. My ass is wet right now.
Nasty. Look,
I
don't collect toenails.
The point is you don't want to sit there and you don't want to stick up for Fez.
You're a fucking kisser. Stick up for Fez every once in a while.
For yourself, because you know that there might not be a place for you in the Ron and Fez show anymore. It's all about you trying to...
How is this about me? Fez is talking about his problems.
No, she's right.
Oh, about what?
That's why Fez is sitting there quiet right now. Not doing anything, watching the show going on around him.
Because I made it all about me again.
Yes.
This broad might have some fucking... She
All
might be
right,
making
you know what? Let's not use words like broad.
Chris, why do you all make it about yourself? You always make it about poor Chris.
Poor fucking Chris.
I've become self-obsessed over the years and maybe a little narcissistic.
I don't know whether that's, irony.
So you don't have a problem, so how can you pick on Fez? You can't do that.
When have I picked on Fez? The man shows me a bag of toenails. What am I going to do but laugh?
I don't like it. I don't like what you're doing.
All the time. You cover your ass all the time.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do in life, is cover your own ass?
I don't think so.
No, then your ass is exposed and you're getting banged left and right.
Leave your ass out there for once in your life. All right, let me read some of these things that people are writing about Fez's toenails. It's up on the iBang right now. It's got its own box. Where's the not safe for work? Chips, anyone?
Oh.
And then I freeze my jizz and I put it in this baggie. Fez sprinkles these on lettuce wraps. What a sick, disgusting fucker. Oh my God, going to hurl. Ed Rooney says, this is the only nailing Fez has ever done. Kevin says, and it was all yellow.
Oh.
Takes lead, Fritos, everyone. Jesus Christ. Liz has Fez flew over the cuckoo's nest. There's love out there for the weirdness of this. Climbing trees is much harder once I'm clipped. I don't care about the show, which is why I don't talk and collect toenails. Oh, that's sad.
Weird.
Pringles Man has a new flavor.
Flesh?
I keep my used toilet paper under my giant hefty bag. Monails. Twink with a toenail fetish. Want it. It's a bit south of Fresno. I call it Selma. How many of these do you think I can fit in my ass? Pepper collects his horseshoes.
I don't even know if that's... But why would I collect horseshoes?
Because you're a centaur.
I'm not, though.
What's really disgusting is these grew out of my dick. This isn't meth. It's just Breaking Sad. Oh, that's so dead on. And this toenail looks like Harvey Milk. Must be Arts and Crafts Day at the old age home. These are my toenails. There are many like one, but these toenails are mine. If this isn't enough to get Fez committed, I don't know what is. What real gay saves his toenails? It's a really good point. Chips, crazy homo pieces. My tusk fell out. Another multi-year bit with no payoff. I traded a cow in my career for these magic toenail clippings. Hey, Subway man, want to check out my toenail collection? Another bit without a payoff. What man wouldn't like to have those down his back?
Oh.
Nailed it. Cookie.
Mark Zito told me he found a video of the cookie, the day the cookie is in.
I don't remember that we shot video.
I don't remember that either. He said he found a bunch of videos. I gotta get them from him.
Chris, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie B, I think it's funny, man, how you and Pepper Hicks just fucking crack up over mental illness. It's fucking funny to hear.
Well, the thing is, like, because we live with them, we have to laugh about it. You know what I mean?
I don't blame you, man. But
It's just.
I mean, like, if this was a stranger's uncle, I would be very concerned. Look how sad he looks there.
Even when I
Nose
took
is
it,
getting thin now.
I realized. It's a pretty good shot, though.
Much like Samson with his hair, Fez loses a bit of talent with each trimming. Only in New York. That's not rice in Fez's salt shaker. One for each victim. The only DNA of Fez's that will ever end up in a bag. Nobody home. Fez adds a new ingredient to Father's bean dip recipe.
Maybe that's what went wrong with it.
It's locally sourced.
Fez's shells and cheese.
Oh, shit, man.
And this little toenail went all the way to the nut house. Wee. Chris, we need to break one more time.
One more time.
It's the Ron and Fez Show on XM 202, Sirius 197.